Right. Okay, so chicken, been marinating overnight. I've got 4 thighs in there. Obviously, the recipe was there. Flour. So have your flour in a nice wide base because we're not going to flick any of the buttermilk. You want as much buttermilk to cling onto the chicken as possible. It just adds for those really nice crunchy layer. Your pan of oil. Obviously, if you're lucky enough, you've got a fire. We don't. So just whatever's easier for you. So I'm going to put that on to 5, just to get it up to temperature. What I've done, I'm doing 2 ways. So I'm just doing a grilled chicken, not for me. And then this one I've done. So once it comes out the fire or the oil, it'll go on here, and then the excess oil will go underneath, and we'll cook it, finish it off in the oven. So put it on your oven to 180, and then that coat gives you a full, coating, crispy coating of the buttermilk, and it's not sitting in its own fat or any oil, excess oil. So first of all, take your chicken. So I'm going to take 2 pieces out of there for grilling. You shouldn't need any extra salt, pepper, because you've got enough seasoning in the marinade and in your flour. So just move that out of the way. So as I said, you want to keep as much of the buttermilk as possible clinging on there. And then just straight into there. Just pat it down and then flick the flour, because you don't want to disturb the buttermilk too much. And then just gently, again, flick it over. A little bit messy, but it's, you reap the rewards at the end. Another plate, so you can just don't flick any of the, if you get any little clumps, we can fry them. We can use that to test if the oil is hot enough. Flatten out your flour again, and then same with the other piece. You can just flick it like that. If your buttermilk is a little bit thin, next time you do it, you can use yogurt as well. Just add a little bit of lemon juice to the yogurt. So the acidity in the buttermilk, it breaks down the protein, and it just really succulent piece of chicken. And for those that you don't know, obviously the buttermilk is from the liquid from churning the butter. Okay, so you can put that back in the other piece. If it sits in there as well, it absorbs that flour. You want those kind of gnarly pieces. You don't want uneven. Doesn't need to be even. Distributed. So we leave that in the flour, and then we'll just dip that at the end. Once the oil was hot, so just clean off your fingers. Again, this is a super simple dish. It's just the marinade preparation of it the night before, but I mean, it's not very difficult, as you can probably tell, because you've done it or you've got to do it. Just about timing. All right, so we'll move that to the side. Coleslaw, I know I said white cabbage. I'm doing a little bit extra, so I've got red cabbage, I've got half, 3 carrots, and then a red onion. These have already been peeled. And for those of you that are catching up on YouTube, so you can just break it down if you're not comfortable to shred the cabbage as a quarter. Just break it down as easy as, or as manageable as it is for you. And then basically you just nice thin slithers. I mean, if you've got a mandolin, absolutely, perfect. We would use a machine at work. Shred this. You just turn it so it's nice and simple, nice and steady for you. Again, the same holding motion, just the claw motion. Your fingers away from the blade. And now go into your mixing bowl. Oh, hope it's just cooler in your kitchens than it is in here. So just keep an eye on your oil as well. I mean, don't have it smoking. So we've got to finish it in the oven, so if it's a little bit hotter, you just need to keep an eye on it so it doesn't burn the spices and the flour, because you'll end up with bitter aftertaste. There's not all chefs on here, so I know it's not how you ought to chop. I mean, this is a little bit more preparation, doing coleslaw properly. Don't buy that rubbish. It's already pre-made in the supermarket. No, there's no point in going to that kind of effort of marinating your chicken, putting all the spices together, and then buying, coleslaw. And just bear in mind your fingers. Okay. So mine's is starting to come up, so I'm just going to turn mine down. I'll just finish off this cabbage, and then we'll go through the frying. Quite like coleslaw. It's good and healthy. It depends what you're putting in with it. I mean, you don't need to do it with a mayonnaise. You could do it with just a vinegar and oil dressing. Yogurt is really nice in there, or the buttermilk that you might have left over. Obviously, don't use the one that you've marinated the chicken in, because you won't be very well for a few days. And those of you who remember, I don't want an Edwina curry situation. Okay, so oil. So mine is smoking. I'm going to take mine off. I'm going to put in the healthier option into the oven. I'll put that onto the grill option as well, grilling oven. You see the buttermilk is soaked the flour, so that'll get a really nice coating. Just fold it in. So again, you've got another layer of flour up there. So I'm happy with that. See, it's stuck there. I may have to do this twice because these are quite big thighs. And you want as much space in there. You don't want to put them on top of each other. So very gently, just let it catch. I mean, we're not frying fish, but you can just let it drop in. Always away from you. You don't want it covered in really hot oil. So you can see I was maybe a little bit too hot. So I just pulled that off because obviously the temperature will drop as the chicken is going in there. So again, that will temper the oil. You can see that's really nice golden brown. And then you want to take it out when it stops bubbling, because that's, you know, all that water is leaving the flour. Just gentle gentle movement. If you want to use spoon, tongs. That's puffed up quite considerably. As you can see. Okay. I'm just going to turn that over. Beautiful. They start spitting at you, just step back. As I said, you don't want to be covered. In hot oil. I don't know if you can see that. You see that? Yeah. Right, so it's starting to stop bubbling. We just need to get a cloth. Lined up your bill. Okay. So you see, it's started to calm down a wee bit. I mean, you just let it sit there. I'm going to finish this in the oven. So always to be at the cautious end of cooking chicken. So again, if you've got the probe, 72 degrees, or you just need to cut into it. Cut it at the thickest end, because obviously that's got to take the longest to cook. Yeah, I mean, if you've got doing chicken breast and it's thin strips, they'll probably cook all the way in the oil. But you know, the thighs are a little bit thicker, take a little bit longer to cook. So I would always finish them off in the oven. Okay, next one. Just check it. It starts to bubble, because you don't want it too cold, otherwise you just end up with a greasy chicken thigh. So can see. Nice temperature now. Wash your hands, obviously, if you've been touching the raw chicken. Cross-contaminate your coleslaw or whatever else you're working with. Okay. If your chicken is not fully submerged, just gently shake it, and then the oil will coat over the top as well. It's like if you're cooking a nice piece of fish and you add some butter and you nappy it with a spoon, similar. One of them might just fit in my burger bun. I thought I was being clever doing too. Okay, just check. Just gently turn it over. You see that nice golden brown. And if you've not realised already, this is going to make such a mess of your oil. Well, let it cool down, obviously, and then you can put it through some kitchen cloth and siphon out all the, the little clump bits that's in there, the lumps, and then you can use it again. Use it up to 3 times. If you've got to make this again, just keep that separate to your other cooking oils, or you can use it for cooking. Yeah, it doesn't get binned. You certainly don't put it down the drain once you use it. Okay, so mine's perfect. So, everything off. On that space now. So you see. It's like KFC, a bit better. See, so as you see, I've got the rack. You can already see some fat is just dispersed from there, and then and that will give you a crispy bottom, crispy top, instead of just putting it flat into your tray and you've got soggy. This will give you the whole thing proper crispy. So you can feel that crunch already. So hopefully you've got the same. Okay, I'm going to pop mine in the bottom of the oven while we finish off the coleslaw. Yeah, right, I'll finish off this. I mean, I don't really need to tell you how to grate carrots. And this is my, I mean, there is proper recipes out there, but it's if you like it stronger with onion, put more onion. If you don't like it, you don't need to put it. Again, you don't need to have it like that. You could just have this on the side, maybe some fresh veggies, and then just have the fried chicken or the grilled chicken that's just been marinated on its own. Yogurt or the buttermilk technique, you can do it with different spices. You could have it with some cumin, cardamom, cayenne, chilli, and put it into a vat. I think that's delicious. You could do it on a skewer, on a barbecue, tandoor style. Okay. And slice the onions. Oh my God, it's roasting in here. Okay, so basically I just peeled it, cut the root off, and we'll just do little slices. Because it's been in the fryer for about 5 minutes, so it'll probably take another 5-6 minutes. What I'll do, I mean, I didn't time from when I started it, but I'll cut open one, and then if you want to be extra cautious, you can just keep it in the oven. I mean, it should be firm to touch, but I mean, that's obviously years of experience talking, so I mean, if you're not comfortable doing that through the coating as well, don't serve it up and then you bite into it and it's pink. So just take a little bit more precaution when you're about to serve it and use it. Okay, so cabbage, carrot, onion. I'm going to add a little bit of buttermilk to mine. Just get it from the fridge. And a little bit of, well, it's got to be mayonnaise as well. Seriously. Who puts that in the fridge? That's absolutely shocking. You can see a job chat coming along soon. Stitching me up. So basically, I mean, it's as much as you want, because you want this to coat as well. I used this kind of liquid one, but then I added a little bit of yogurt to the marinade yesterday. And you just mix it in. You can add your salt, pepper as well, because you've got to mix it quite. Ideally, you want to mix it all at once. I'm also going to do, before I do mix it, is chop the parsley. So we've got this curly parsley, which I've not seen since 1980. It's just, you know, I shouldn't grumble, or otherwise I'll do the shopping myself. Seeing your grandparents allotment. Flat parsley was a luxury to continental up in Scotland. Okay. Again, just one way through. Mix that in there. Right, I'm just going to check the chicken before I mix that. Check the chicken. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to turn the oven off. And we'll just let it cook in the residual heat in there. And I'll bring it out in a minute once we've mixed this. So you need a decent sized bowl to mix it, so you've got plenty of space, but then obviously it will break down. Okay, so nicely coated. Just taste it. Nicely seasoned. You can hear me crunching. Okay. Take the chicken out. Beautiful chicken. I'll put the oven back on because I want to toast my bun. You can do it in the toaster, but you only want the inside toasted, not the outside, so look at that. And I'll show you the fat that's come out of there as well in a minute. If you, whatever else you're doing, be sliced. It's like the buns for students. Yeah, don't put it in the toaster. You don't want that. So I'm just going to toast this in the oven, under the grill, not in the oven. So whatever you got to serve it with. I'd said, well, I'm going to do mine with avocado. And if you want to add cheese, probably not something you would do with this kind of dish. Yeah. And then I don't need to do any mayonnaise or anything like that on the bun. So again, however way you want it. Just cut this when you want, when you're about to eat it, because it will oxidize. Okay. I did say spicy. I'm just going to add a bit of spice to my burger bun because not everyone likes spicy food. Mine will be Sriracha. Right, while I wait for the bun, let's just check this. You hear that? Almost play a tune on that. Beautiful. So nice, succulent. Look at the juiciness of that. Believe it or not, it is toasted. You can build it up however way you want, obviously. I'm not going to come around and say anything bad. Nicely layered. I mean, you could do like a guacamole. Have this already crushed. But again, all up to you. Don't need any seasoning because there's enough seasoning into the chicken and your coleslaw. Look at this bad boy. I'm not going to show you me eating this, by the way, because that would just be embarrassing. No one wants to see that at dinner time. And then the chicken. Whoa. Finger licking. And there we go. You see that? So what was that? Half an hour, 35 minutes. You pay, what, 10 quid? Street food. Look at it, it's just. Oh la la. There you go. Buttermilk chicken burger. That's it.